Welcome friends to another Dune video. Today we're going to look at a specific stage in the Bene Gesserit breeding program to create the Kwisatz Haderach. That stage, we're going to look at Paul Atreides' grandparents, the Reverend Mother, Gaius Helen Mohiam, who tests him in the Gom Jabbar scene, and the Baron Vladmir Harkonnen, who turns on his daughter to keep his planet of Arrakis. How did this pair come together in the breeding program? Spoilers for the Dune Preludes Trilogy throughout. Let's get into it. Just want to give out a warning that this video covers difficult subjects. If that is something that will upset you or that you are sensitive to, please step away from the video now. Jessica was not the first child of Mohiam. She gave birth to 8 daughters for the school. They were all raised apart from her. She was paired with the Baron Harkonnen, a handsome, healthy Harkonnen male at the time. She came to the Baron in Harko City. She explained to the Baron that she was supposed to be impregnated by him so she could have a daughter. The Baron was not attracted to women and was hostile to her. So, with the records she had obtained, she threatened a full-scale guild audit of the Harkonnen banks, hitting the Baron where you could hurt him the most. The next passage is directly from the book. My personal data library on the ship contains copies of all the records that give evidence of your spice stockpiling activities on Arrakis, and documentation of how you have altered your production deliberately to hide your private stores from Choim and House Carino. Our preliminary analysis contains enough information to initiate a full-scale guild bank audit of your activities and revocation of your temporary Choim directorship. Choim controls all economic activities across the known universe, and so you can see the importance of this to the Baron's position. So he agreed to be with the Reverend Mother. She also says this will only have to happen once, as she can control her body enough for her to become pregnant. The Baron briefly speaks with his mentat and asks him to begin erasing evidence of the Harkonnens' banking activities. This 9th child was the hardest for the Reverend Mother to give birth to. The child, sadly, was born sick with misshapen bones. It didn't match the stock that would be needed from the Reverend Mother. The child is considered a mistake, so the Reverend Mother eventually killed the child herself, so she had to return to the Harkonnens' keep. The Baron allowed her in, having already planned his revenge for her previous threats. Regarding the threats she had made, the Baron says that no evidence remained for the Bene Gesserit to use as blackmail. Lanky Vale now hid the largest treasure of Harkonnen melange right under Abelard's nose. Abelard is related to the Baron. The Reverend Mother tried to read the Baron, but could not understand his plans. She used the voice on him, asking him to cooperate with her for a second daughter. Before this can happen, she is shot by Peter de Vries. The next part is directly from the book. De Vries held a crude but effective weapon in his hands. The old-fashioned neural scrambler would serve as a brutal, high-powered stunning device. He fired a volley before she could move. The crackling waves slammed into her, short-circuiting her mind-muscle control. The Baron then hurt her, but as this event happened, Mohiam could still find revenge. The Reverend Mother could release a disease through her control of her own biochemistry. This whole next part of the description, etc., is from the books. That was when Mohiam selected the particular disease and also gradual vengeance, a neurological disorder that would destroy the Baron's beautiful body. The Baron's physique obviously brought him much pleasure, was a source of great pride. She could have infected him with any number of fatal, suppurating plagues, but this action would be a deeper blow to him, much slower in its course. She would make the Baron face his own appearance every day. As he grew fatter and weaker, his muscles would degenerate, his metabolism would go haywire. In a few years, he wouldn't even be able to walk by himself. The child conceived this second time would be named Jessica, but her parents would be kept secret. The name shown for her mother was Mohiam's real name of birth, Tenidia Neris. The Baron searches for a cure, but there is not one, and the revenge of the Reverend mother is completed. It's very like them to have a slow revenge over time, much like how they operate with their breeding program. Now friends, I turn this over to you. Let me know what you think to the content of this video. Comment down below.